Good evening, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Infinite Trade. I hope we all had a good weekend. So let's begin our Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow, and also we'll see on a short term where it can go. So right now we have Nifty's chart in front of us. So Nifty is basically, following a trend line or maybe a channel, something like this. Okay, so we have an halfway somewhere here. Okay, so we have been consolidating in this support, and right now we have given a breakout and approaching this upper trend line. So this level happens to be somewhere close to 18,000 to 18,100, depending upon how soon it can reach the trend line. So as and when it gets late, then this particular level keeps on decreasing. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So I'll just show you, even you can mark and keep this on your chart. So something like this. Okay, the reason why I'm hiding it is because I also have some other horizontal support and resistances. So to avoid confusion, I'm hiding it. So last week we decided that if on a weekly chart, if Nifty has to go up, then it has to break this particular upper range, which it did. So it took support at the lower range, and finally it broke out the upper range of this particular candle. Hence the bullishness is still continuing. So we have some more upside left, at least about 400 to 500 points. So let's see if that comes up in Nifty. Okay, and we'll also check this out with the FI's position to understand what they do. Okay, and similarly, if you look at Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty had formed a dark cloud cover kind of a pattern on a weekly chart, but then it took support somewhere in this low, and it broke out this particular level. So the dark cloud cover really did not matter. So that was a bearish reversal sign, but market turned out to be bullish. And even in Bank Nifty, we have some similar kind of a channel. Let me just unhide this so that you can get a fair idea. Okay, so this is that particular channel that I'm talking about, and if you see, so here lies the halfway point, and market took support and it reversed. So it has a potential to go up to 38,000. And what will happen next is, obviously, like, we are technical analysts, so we always talk based on historical events. So we have always seen rejections at this point. So we hope that we may see some indecision candles coming up here, and then a breakout either downside or an upside will decide the further trend. So an upside breakout will be a channel breakout, and this channel will no longer be applicable, and we may see newer targets. But I'm not really hoping that, until and unless I see FI buying in the cash market continuously. But if it comes down, then there is a higher chances that it may come down something like this, and even it may fall down further. So whatever it is, we'll continuously keep on tracking it and understand where the market is heading to. So this is the shorter term view. Let's understand what kind of positions FIs have created on Friday, and what are we looking at in the coming week. So if we look at the FIs positions, FIs have created some future long, but they have added double the quantities of future shorts. So this wasn't visible for the past 3 or 4 days because FIs were continuously bullish, but now you need to understand what may happen going forward. So right now, the long to short ratio in index for FIs is currently around 72%. Okay, so when I say 72%, that means, for example, let's consider 1 lakh quantity in or 1 lakh contracts in total. So 72,000 is long and just about 28,000 is short. So that means this is highly bullish. Okay, but they may not keep such kind of a position continuously. So since we saw that, like we saw the channel both in Nifty and Bank Nifty, so if we have to think that the upper trend line may act as a resistance, and for both Nifty and Bank Nifty there are some space. Like for Bank Nifty we almost have about 1,000 points upside remaining, and for Nifty we have about 400-500 points remaining. So going forward we may see that they may start adding future shorts. Okay, and slowly gradually they'll book their future long. Okay, and what happens is, while they are at resistance, this future long and future short may become neutral. Okay, so when it becomes neutral we may see one or two indecision candles, or even an entire weekly candle as an indecisive candle. So we may see something like that. So a breakout of such candle and a change or a shift in their position, may be bullish or bearish, will further indicate the upcoming trend. So I'm just giving you a basic idea how this entire thing works, so that going forward, like from Monday onwards, you can continuously watch if they are adding shorts in the futures, or if they are exiting the longs in the future, will give us an indication that they are also looking forward a resistance very soon. So this should be the idea. Okay, so now let's look at call. So call, a very small quantity, they are long, but we can see a significant quantity of put short, that too on a Friday. Okay, and similarly if you look at pros, we can see a huge quantity of call long and a significant quantity of put short. So both are in same direction. So again an issue. Okay, because when both are in same direction, then while they have to exit, it becomes difficult for them. So that's where they start confusing us, they start trapping us, so that we can buy their positions what they are intending to sell. So keep this in mind. But the put short indicates that there is a good support in the market. So we'll talk about the levels. So whenever those levels break, we may see a significant down move. Okay, so this is all about the participant wise open interest. So this indicates that the market is bullish. We have strong supports ahead, and since FIs do not have a significant call long, this indicates that they are not expecting a very big up move, at least tomorrow. So this is something which we have to keep in mind. So there is a high chance that any gap up tomorrow, pros may start booking their call longs to compensate this position, so that they are also in line with the FIIs. So now let's move on to a smaller time frame and see what should be the plan for Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Okay, so this is Bank Nifty as of now. So we are very closer to the resistance, but yet it's about 800 to 1,000 points away. So we'll put a small horizontal line somewhere here, and we'll keep this as black color. Okay, so just in case if we open flat or maybe a gap down, okay, and immediately if we reach this place, which is somewhere close to 36,800, okay, and if we see any sort of reversal, maybe a reversal candle like a hammer or something like that, or in case a double bottom, something like this, then we are definitely going to buy a call option here. Our first target becomes 37,100, okay, or 300 points up move, and then we have a second target at 37,400. Okay, so 37,400 may act as a short-term resistance at least for Monday, because a couple of times we saw a great fall from that place. So at least Bank Nifty would do some sort of a reaction, or in case if it is very keen in breaking that level, you may see this kind of a consolidation at this place, and it will then further break out and go up to 37,800 and 38,000. So keep this in mind. So but this dip that I'm talking about, it should come in the morning time. Okay, and suppose if we open at 37,400 and we come down here, give a bounce and break this level, that is 37,158, then I would prefer buying a put option here, and my immediate target would be 36,800. Okay, only below this we may think of going a little bearish, but not immediately. Like tomorrow, once it comes here, it may not break this immediately, it may hover around this place. Okay, and in case in the second half if it breaks, then we are definitely buying a put here, or maybe on Tuesday if it breaks this level, we'll think of put. But right now the only level of looking at put is if it opens gap up and then comes back into this range, is when we're looking at put with this particular level as our target. But any flat opening or a gap down opening and the first dip is definitely going to be a buy. Okay, and any flat opening and breaking the previous day high is also a buy, and we may trade for another 200 points for the target of 37,400. And in case if it consolidates and then it breaks, then obviously we'll try to take a re-entry. So this should be our plan for Bank Nifty tomorrow. Let's quickly check out Nifty as well. Okay, so Nifty is not that bullish like Bank Nifty, but Nifty will buy if it opens flat and if it gives a dip until 625, 626. Okay, or let's do one thing, let's avoid this position, it may create some confusion, and removing this line. Okay, let's say if it gives a dip until this place, okay, this is close to 17,600. If it gives a dip and it shows any sort of a reversal or a W kind of a pattern, we are definitely going for a call. And this particular place, which is somewhere 17,700, should be our first target, and my second target happens to be 17,800. Okay, so this is for Monday, and any opening, say it opens here and if it breaks this area, then you can buy a put, but the target is very limited, just about 100 points target at 450, and this will become a consolidating range or a no trade zone kind of a thing. Okay, so keep this in mind. And any flat opening, and if it breaks this high, obviously we'll buy a call, but we'll book it at 800, and then we'll see if it consolidates, and if it gives a breakout further, we'll try to re-enter in a call here for a target of 18,000. So this should be our plan for Nifty and Bank Nifty. So below 17,442 is when Nifty will approach the danger zone, and we may see it coming down further. So this is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. I hope you all understood this, and let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.